first down. Lock. This will complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Melvin Gordon, the ball carrier.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
A.J. Hamler.
Whenever I see an in route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space. And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game, able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And one of the things that I think that Derek Carr has really improved in doing since college, his ability to stay in the pocket, things swirling around him, find the right guy, and deliver the ball with accuracy. Derek Carr has great touch when he throws the football.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Justin Simmons.
That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's third down.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And the Las Vegas.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. A good rally to the football, keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 9. At the Broncos' 44-yard line.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 36. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. The pick up there, 5 yards.
First down, Las Vegas.
Counter play with Jacobs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Complete to
From 17 yards out. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
And on for the point after.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On second down, it's Gordon, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here.
Number 30.
Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
He'll find Lindsay here. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 73 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
On second down, here's Locke. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. 30, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler, 83 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Won't get a whole lot, maybe a yard, but that's about all, and it's second down.
42-yard line.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Broncos 7.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
2nd and 5.
From the 27, Carr. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now they'll throw with Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Drew Lock once again leads the Broncos out. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally.
30-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lock. And the Raiders have got him. Malik Collins coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Fielded just inside the 30. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23. On first down, Carr. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
On play action, now Carr. Forced out to his left. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And a short return to the 6-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
4-yard line.
Lock going to hand it off here to Gordon. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's Lock. Cleveland Farrell able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield.
At the 50.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. He's in a zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the goal at that 100-yard mark.
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
They'll run on first down. Richard. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
First down.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Derek Carr with a touchdown pass to Henry Ruggs. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in it's at 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Melvin Gordon leading Denver's offense back out. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Block working out of the gun. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Daniel Carlson on for the
That pick six extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
We see Drew Lock in the offense coming back on. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand the game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it.
By the Raiders.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. To throw again, Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
Vegas, first down.
Carr gives to Richard. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26.
He was brought
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And that's going to be caught. Down. Nelson Aguilar on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders are pouring it on. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. And the focus shifts back to Jerry Jeudy and his Bronco teammates. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? 2nd quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us. But sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. So set pass play for 2 yards on first down. That's going to be caught by Judy. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Locke looks to throw it again. He's got his tight end Fant. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Locke on target to Fant for a Bronco first down.
10 at the 20-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
Throwing again on second down. Locke. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Locke again. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos are in for 6.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down.
A good drive and something really to take into the lockers here. McManus's point after is good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
To kick off for Denver.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Gain of 13 yards.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down, 3 down. 1, later 1. Number 30. Check 3.
The final shot here before half for Carr. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw Josh Jacobs with the strong first half. His 5 touchdown passes have him on a ready call of the second half. We'll turn it back over to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And this carries into the end zone, and no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. Nelson Aguilar and company getting set to go again on offense now. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
It's 2nd and 8.
From From the gun, it's Carr. He'll have a first down past the 40. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Number 11, Henry Ruggs.
Henry Ruggs. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the silver and black continue to roll.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land. Right now, we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. The 22 more yards there and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Lock throwing on target to Fant. And he's brought down, but not before. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
The 8-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Broncos are in for 6.
Brendan McMahon.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. Nelson Aguilar and company getting set to go again on offense now. So far he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know. We'll
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far.
Second and 8.
From the 27, Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael O.J. Mudia.
Michael O.J.
Make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
Let's go.
come on, capitalize on this one.
Number 25.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now third.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Good. Makes the score Raiders 49.
Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, Does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. High-scoring game. These offenses continue to hum and move the football.
And I don't know about you, partner, but I'm starting to get a little winded here because watching them go up and down the field, here in Denver where the air is rare, I think we need to go ask the chain crew how they keep up because they've been going up and down the field.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Carr's pass.
Derek Carr with a touchdown pass to Henry Ruggs as his guys continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
So following the run by Gordon, here's first and 10.
45-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Gordon.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first down, Gordon. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders 17. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They'll give him a yard on the play, and the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Credit the sack there to Arden Key.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. Into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Out quickly to Judy. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Shotgun snap to Lock. This is caught. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays,
and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Strong running from Melvin Gordon as he scores from a yard out. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
McManus's point after is good, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Jalen Richard now on the return. Oh, good return up past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
1st and 10. At their own 32-yard line.
Nelson Aguilar and company getting set to go again on offense now. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st down.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Tackle made by Shelby.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he stopped immediately there. The run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
The ball carrier.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Josh Jacobs, the ball
Taking
carrier.
it in from 11 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Open man Hamler, that's complete.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 50-yard line.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Y'all playing the wrong.
From midfield, here's Locke. Going for the deep ball. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Mike 50.
3rd and 2. Locke's going to throw. Field before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 46.
Again, it's Locke. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll try the draw, Lindsey. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Mike 50.
Operating from the gun. Locke. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
McManus is good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
28, Josh Jacobs.
Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
It's our time.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Jacobs.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd and inches.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
He's brought down.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
No doubt those are the types of in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.